Good afternoon, everybody. So in the last lecture, we have studied the different things such as voltage gain, current gain, then input resistance, etc. We have seen already. So now we have just revised two things that we have seen in our last lecture. That is voltage gain, and the second is your input resistance. Right? These two things we have seen now. See, determination of voltage gain. What do you mean by voltage gain? We know that any of the gain is nothing but it is the ratio of the output to the input. So here voltage gain indicates that it is the ratio of output voltage to the input voltage, right? So to calculate the gain, we just use the H parameter model for the purpose of ourselves, right? So we know that see, determination of voltage gain. We know that voltage gain is defined as it is the ratio of output voltage to the input voltage, as we know. So in case of our transaction, see, as we have applied the input voltage as a V1, in that case you got the output as a V2. In case of we have applied the input voltage V1, in that case your input current is I1, and output voltage is V2. In that time your output current is I2. So we know that AV is nothing but a voltage gain, right? We know that AV is nothing but voltage gain. So it is nothing but output voltage divided by input voltage. So output voltage is V2, input voltage is V1. So we have to be calculate the ratio of voltage V2 to the V1. V2 indicate that output voltage, V1 indicate that input voltage. We just revise now. So output voltage to the input voltage. But we know that one of the important things related to the output is nothing but a V2 equal to IL into RL. How it is, I'll tell you. See, this is the which thing as we have calculated. See, so we have to be calculate V2. So what do we mean by V2? We have seen here. See, this is the V2. We know that Ohm's law V equal to IR, right? So related I, related, this is your V2. So related I and R is nothing but IL into RL. So V2 equal to IL into RL. So that V2 equal to IL into RL, right? So we know that V2 equal to IL into RL, but we know that current gain is nothing but AI is nothing but a current gain. So current gain is nothing but it is the ratio of output current to the input current. So output current is IL and the input current is I1, right? IL divided by 1. This is nothing but a current gain, right? So it is in the form of IL. See here IL is taken as here and this I1 going here. So IL equal to AI into I1. So IL equal to AI into I1. This is the thing related to the IL. So where the IL is kept, we have to be put out the AI into I1, right? So same value we have to be put it on this equation, right? So V2 equal to IL indicate that AI into I1. So V2 equal to AI into I1 into RL. So V2 equal to AI into I1 into RL. This is the equation with respect to the V2, right? So same put the value in equation number 1, right? But it AV equal to V2 by V1. So in this, put the value of V2. V2 is nothing but AI into I1 into RL. AI into I1 into RL divided by V1. So AI into I1 into RL divided by V1, right? This is the value of voltage gain, right? So in this case, what we have to do, AI into RL, we're taking AI into RL as it is, this I am going below. So AV equal to AI into RL, V1 going downward. So AI into RL, V1 divided by I1. AI into RL, see, AI into RL, this I am going downward. So AV equal to AI into RL divided by V1 upon I1. We know that V1 upon I1 is nothing but a resistance. This resistance related to the input, that's why it is a Ri. So AV equal to AI into RL divided by V1 upon I1 is nothing but a Ri. So AV equal to AI into RL divided by this is Ri. This is the value of voltage gain. Did you understand voltage gain कसं काढलं? लक्षात आलंय का?
Yes, sir.
Okay. इनपुट इम्पेडन्स आपण ऍक्च्युअली इन केस ऑफ थिअरी 4 मार्काला विचारलं जात आहे, बट इन केस ऑफ युअर एक्झाम दॅट इज in this time MCQ exam. So MCQ exam, they have given one of the step. Consider that if they have to be taken as a this way, P2 equal to I into RL, A into IL into I1, and this step eliminate करून ती स्टेप काय असेल असं आपण येऊ शकता. तुम्हाला लक्षात घ्या. Okay. Now determination of input resistance. See, determination of input resistance. We know that what do we mean by input resistance. See, we know that Ohm's law are equal to V upon I. So this thing is nothing but a input impedance. Any of the resistors, we know that Ohm's law is used for the calculation of your resistance, current, and voltage, right? So input resistance indicate that it is the ratio of the input voltage to the input current. So we know that input voltage is V1, input current is I1. So Ri equal to V1 upon I1. This is nothing but your input impedance. So we know that input impedance indicate that term related to the input. So that in that case, your voltage and the current that should be related for the input, right? So for the input, input voltage is V1, input current is I1. So Ri is nothing but V1 upon I1. This is the equation number 1, right? But we know that in case of H parameter, there are two equations. One is equation for with respect to V1 and this other is equation with respect to I2, right? So V1 equation is nothing but a V1 which is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2, right? This is the one of the equation of the input, one of the equation for the input side, right? Means input parameter equation is V1 which is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2. We know that H11 is nothing but a V1 upon I1, right? V1 upon I1. So it is nothing but a R equal to V upon I. So that's why it is a impedance. Impedance and resistance that are interrelated term. So that's why H11 is nothing but a HI. This should be with respect to H parameter model. So H11 is nothing but a V1 upon I1. This is nothing but a impedance, and it is an input impedance. That's why HI is nothing but an input impedance I1 as it is. H12 indicate that it is the voltage ratio, but that is not pure voltage, means that is not the output to the input. This is the input to the output, means V1 upon V2 is nothing but a H12. So that it is a reverse voltage. It is not the output to the input. That's why it is input to output. That's why it is a reverse voltage. That's why H12 indicate that HR V2 as it is. So your equation is nothing but a V1 is equal to HI into I1 plus HR into V2, right? We have calculated the value of V1, but one of the important thing is that with respect to V2, we have already seen V2 equal to IL into RL, right? Load current into load resistance, right? This is the value, but IL is equal to minus I2. How it is? I'm telling you. See, in this case, IL, the current coming towards the RL, that's why IL is positive and I2 equal to minus. So here IL equal to minus of I2, because that should be traveling from outward. इनवर्ड कडे जो येत असतो ना RL करंट, तो पॉझिटिव्ह कन्सिडर केला जातो आणि आउटवर्ड जात असेल तो निगेटिव्ह. दॅट्स वाय IL is positive, which is equal to minus of I2. This going out of. So that's why where IL is coming, in that case we have to be write out as a minus I2. See here. Right. So in this case, IL into RL, we put out IL as a minus I2. We know that, as we know, IL equal to minus I2. So minus I2 into RL, this is the value of V2, right? V2 value. We know that V1. Hence, for the purpose of your V1 is equal to HI into I1. Now, V2 value is negative. That's why whatever the value of V2 value indicated minus I2 RL. So minus I2 into RL into HR. This into HR. So V1 equal to HI1 as it is. this minus, that's why here minus sign is came, minus of phi2 is nothing but I2 RL as it is HR here. So this is minus due to the minus came across here. This is the value of the phi1 which is equal to HI1 minus of HRI2 RL. So substitute this value in equation number 1. This should be related to the phi1. So for the phi1 we just write here as a HI1 minus HRI2 RL. So Ri equal to phi1 is nothing but a HI1 minus HRI2 RL, HI1 minus HRI2 RL divided by this I1, right? phi1 we just taken as a HI1 minus HRI2 RL and I1 as it is I1. Now what we have to do, we have separate out this thing, means HI1 divided by I1. So I1 cancel, so this is nothing but a HI, right? HI minus, now see HRI2 RL divided by I1, HRI2 RL divided by I1, right? HRRL I2 as it is, and I1 taken as a here common for these things, right? Here I1 cancelled because we have separated out the same thing, right? Now see, for the same equation, see, we know that minus of I2 divided by 1 is nothing but a current gain, right? So minus of I2 by I1 we have put out as a AI, right? So HI plus HR into AI. See, HI plus AI into HR into RL. This is the thing for the purpose of this minus I2 of I1. HI आपण हे AI घेतला, right? All other thing as it is, right? Then here but we know that, as we know that we have already calculated current gain, right? Current gain is nothing but a minus of HF divided by 1 plus HRL. We just put out the same value in this equation. So Ri equal to HI. Now see, this is the minus, that's why here came as a minus of HF HORL as it is, and this HRRL as it is here. So this is nothing but a equation for the Ri, but see, in this equation RL we divided upper side and lower side by RL, right? So HI as it is minus of HF HR divided by RL. It indicates that RL should be cancelled, means HF HR RL divided by RL. See, so here RL get cancelled. So in a upper equation HI minus HF HR as it is, in lower equation also we divided the RL. So here is not any RL, so 1 divided by RL, right? 1 divided by RL, and HRL we divided by RL indicate that RL cancel, so H0, so H0 plus 1 divided by RL. This is the thing with respect to U. ह्याच्या रिस्पेक्ट टू काय लक्षात आलं, हे आपल्याकडनं परवा ज्यावेळेस आपण इक्वेशन घेतलं होतं ना, त्यावेळेस हे सांगितलं नव्हतं तुम्हाला हे कसं कॅन्सल होतंय, राईट? आता लक्षात आलंय का सांगा? इथं आपण काय केलंय सांगतो, HI मायनस HF HR RL 1 प्लस HO RL ह्या जे आहे ना RL दोन्ही साईडला वर आणि खालच्या साईडला RL ला डिवाइड केल्यामुळे काय होतंय, इथं RL ऍज इट इज कॅन्सल झालं, ऍज इट इज कॅन्सल झालं. पण इथं बघा 1 प्लस आहे म्हणजे आता दोन्हीला सेपरेट ना RL ने डिवाइड करावं लागेल. सो HF HR ऍज इट इज झालं, RL कॅन्सल झालं, आणि इथं सुद्धा RL डिवाइड करावं लागेल, इथं आणि इथं सेपरेट, कारण इथं मल्टिप्लाय किंवा डिवाइड नाही, इथं मल्टिप्लाय डिवाइड आहे पण इथं नाही 1 प्लस, त्यामुळे इथे येईल 1 बाय RL, आणि इथं RL डिवाइड झालं त्यामुळे इथं राहील HO. सो इट इज नथिंग बट 1 डिवाइडेड बाय RL प्लस HO किंवा HO प्लस 1 डिवाइडेड बाय RL. हे लक्षात आलंय का?
येस सर.
कुणाला काय प्रॉब्लेम याच्याबद्दल?
नो सर.
अंकल की तुम्हाला काय प्रॉब्लेम आहे याच्याबद्दल? प्लीज रिप्लाय द्या.
नो सर.
ओके. कोकरे, पल्लवी कोकरे, तुम्हाला काय?
No, sir.
Okay. This is the thing as we have seen with respect to the current gain, voltage gain, input impedance, output impedance, right? So now we have seen one of the important thing, HIE, HAP, HOE, and HRE. These are the thing which with respect to the common emitter configuration. As these things are with respect to common emitter configuration, it indicate that we have to be calculate this thing by equation. We know that we have to be calculate this equation by equation, but one of the other method is that by graphical way. We also calculate these four value HIE, HAP, HRA, and HOE. What it indicate that E indicate that HI indicate that it is the input impedance of the common emitter configuration, right? So this also calculated by the graphical method. How it is calculated that we have seen here. So when we have to be calculate the HI, in that case, what we have to be plot the graph of the VB versus IB. This is the plot of the your graphical calculation of IE. When that graph is calculated, see, when we have to be calculated the graph of VB, this is your x-axis VB and y-axis IB, right? So during this, what we have to do, we have taken the different value of VC, means we have taking out the plot of VB versus IB at the different value of the VC, right? So VC value, VC indicate that collector to emitter voltage, and there are three voltages collector to emitter. One is collector to emitter voltage 1, collector to emitter voltage 2, and the collector to emitter quotient voltage. Quotient indicate that minimum voltage which causes device should be worked in a particular common emitter configuration, right? So to calculate the same thing, we just taking out the tangent on the VCQ point. Q indicate that quotient point, or it is also called as minimum point. See, this is the plot of base current versus VB at the value of the VC. During this way, this is the plot of your diagram, right? This is the diagram. When we have to be increases the value of the VB at second at the different level of the VCEQ. VCEQ indicate that Q indicate that minimum operating point. It is at the center of load line. You know concept of load line, middle. It is on the center of load line. So during this line, VCQ line, we have taking out the tangent and taking out the slope of that line, and accordingly we have to find out the value of the HI, right? So for the finding out the HI value, we doesn't use the other two value of the VC, that is VC1 and VC2. Why it is not used? Because when we have to be plot out this value, in that case we doesn't find out the value of the HI. Why? Because to find out the HI value, it is a input impedance, and input impedance causes we have to be operate your transistor by applying the VB versus IB at the quotient. Quotient indicate that minimum current applied to the device, which causes you got the value of the input impedance, right? So in this case, what we have to do, we have to be draw the tangent indicate that slope line. This is your graph. This is your graph. On that graph, we have draw the one of the tangent. This is the tangent. Means during this Q point, we have to be draw the tangent on this. This is your tangent, right? So this tangent line, we have taking out the slope things. This is the slope line. Here is one. Here is the one slope line. We know that one of the important thing with respect to the calculation of HI indicate that HI indicate that we know that HI indicate that it is nothing but a input impedance. Input impedance is nothing but a V by I. So whatever the value of the HI coming is nothing but a VB to the IB, VB to the IB, right? Because we know that your HI indicate that input impedance. So input impedance of common emitter configuration, it indicates that it is nothing but a ratio of the VB to the IB. So we have to be calculate by using graph, it indicates that delta indicate that 2 point of your configuration. VB have 2 point and the IB have 2 point. That point should be used for the calculation of the HI. So VB indicate that 2 point. Tangent on this tangent, 2 point of that tangent, upper point and lower point. So upper point minus lower point, this is nothing but a VB2 minus VB1, and the 2 point of the current. So it is nothing but a IB2 minus IB1. So when we have to be calculate the value of HI, it is nothing but a delta VB divided by delta IB. When this voltage indicate that, see, this is the voltage called as VCEQ. This should be taken as a constant. This should not be changed. It consider that if this is the graph, when your VC equal to, consider as a 5 volt. Here consider that VB equal to 8 volt. But here VC consider as a 12 volt. So VC value is constant, means when we have to be taking out the, sorry, this, when we have to be taking out this value, in that case, whatever the value of VC equal to 8, 10 and 12. So that value in different condition for VC2, VCQ, VC1. So VC1, it is the same. You consider as 8, it should be 8 for the value of different value of the VB as well as IB. If VC equal to, consider as a 10, then that value must be 10, as we have to be increases the VB value and taking the IB value. So what it indicate that when we have to be calculate the value, graphical value of HA, in that case, we just taking out this value, that is VC value must be constant, and the vary the VB value and taking a point out the value of your base current on this graph, right? This is the calculation. So we know that HI, so we know that M is nothing but a slope of line is nothing but a Y2 divided by Y1 divided by X2 minus X1. This is the equation for the finding out the slope. But when we have to be find out the value of the HI indicate that it is the input impedance. So input impedance is nothing but a phi divided by. So for that purpose, which phi? So input phi. So input phi indicate that base to emitter voltage is the input voltage. So that's why we have to be use the VB. This VB is nothing but a changing VB. Why changing? Delta indicate that change in VB. Why changing? Because we have to be need of the two value. One is highest value, other is lowest value, and by minusing of that highest minus lowest, we got the VB value. And another thing, divided by IB. IB also same way find out highest value minus lowest value. So IB2 minus I1. So this is nothing but a, to find out the HI, it is nothing but a delta VB. Delta indicate that change indicate that highest minus lowest divided by delta of IB, divided by delta of IB. When this value came, when this VC value must be constant at that level, means this is considered as 8, this is considered as a 10, this is considered as a 12, right? So we have to be find out the value of the HI. So delta VB indicate that VB2 minus VB1, VB2 minus VB1 divided by IB. IB indicate that IB2 minus IB1. So IB2 minus IB1. In this way, we have to be find out the value of the HI. So tell me any problem or काय लक्षात आलं नसेल तर सांगा मला. एक लक्षात घ्या, ही ग्राफिकल मेजरमेंट ऑफ HI म्हणजे इनपुट इम्पिडन्स ऑफ द कॉमन इमिटर कॉन्फिगरेशनची कॅल्क्युलेशन करायची मेथड आहे. याच्याबद्दल काय प्रॉब्लेम आहे का, काय लक्षात आलं नाही का, रिप्लाय द्या मला.
रिपीट कर सकते हैं?
ओके. सी ग्राफिकल मेजरमेंट ऑफ HI म्हणजे काय असतं सांगतो. ज्यावेळेस आपल्याला HI ची व्हॅल्यू, HI इंडिकेट दॅट इनपुट इम्पिडन्स ऑफ द कॉमन इमिटर कॉन्फिगरेशन काढायचे असेल, तर ज्यावेळेस इनपुट इम्पिडन्स ऑफ द कॉमन इमिटर कॉन्फिगरेशनचा काढायचा असेल, त्यावेळेस we have to be taking out the plot of the base to emitter voltage versus base current. Why we have to be use the same thing? See, when we have to be calculate the input impedance, it is the ratio of the input voltage to the input current. So input voltage is nothing but a base to emitter voltage, and the input current is nothing but IB. So that's why when we have to be calculate the HI, in that case we have to be taken out the plot of VB versus IB, right? So we have taken out this plot. In that case we have to be required the one of the parameter that should be constant. So in that case we have taking the Vc as a constant, right? Vc as a constant means indicate that Vc1 value, Vc equivalent, Vc2 for the different value. Why we have taking the different Vc or Vc or Vc2? See, to calculate the HI value, we have require of the two value, minimum two value, right? Minimum two value, and one value should be minimum value. That's why we have taking the different value of the Vc, Vcq, Vc2 for the changing value of the Vb and Ib. See, during this, what I have to do? We have to be taking the tangent line on the Q point. Q point indicate that it is the minimum operating point. So it indicate that we have applied the minimum voltage and minimum current across your transistor, and the plot the graph on it. This is the graph of the when we have applied the minimum Q point value. So it is nothing but a VCQ value, means we have applied the VCQ voltage at that point. At that point, this is the characteristic. After all, doing this characteristic, tangent indicate that it is the one of the line drawn this parameter, right? Line is drawn this thing. So when line draw on this, we have to be see slope. We have to be find out the slope. To calculation of the HI on graphical method, what we have to do? We have to be use the plot. When we have to be plot it, then two parameter indicate that 2 point of the graph that should be used for the purpose of calculation of upper point as well as lower point. So we know that when we have to be find out the slope, it is nothing but a m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. It is nothing but a slope. So for the calculation of HI indicate that input impedance, right? So input impedance indicate that it is the ratio of the phi upon I. That is the important thing. But input indicate that this should be related to the input parameters. So input voltage is nothing but a not a Vc. Vc is output voltage. So that Vb is the input voltage. So it is the plot of input voltage, that is Vb, and the input current. Input current is nothing but a base current. So that's why it is a plot of Vb versus Ib. So when we have to be find out the value of the HI, this value must be Vb divided by Ib. Vb divided by Ib. But when we have to be calculate the value of HI, we have to be use the slope point, right? Slope point indicate that there is a 2 point, right? So upper point minus lower point of the both, that is a Vb also have 2 point and Ib also have 2 point. So in this case, minus of upper point indicate that Vb2, lower point indicate that Vb. So Vb2 minus Vb, and this is nothing but a Vb, right? This is nothing but a delta Vb. So Vb2 minus Vb, and now current also have 2 point, that is Ib2 minus Ib1. So this is the point. So this is nothing but a delta Vb by delta Ib. So by this value, we have to be calculate the value of the HI by the graphical method. Graphical method indicate that calculation, there is not need of the calculation, only draw the tangent on the Q point. Q point indicate that minimum operating point. When we have to be draw the tangent on minimum operating point, it indicate that your value is related to the minimum operating point, and that is acceptable to the all of the value of your system, right? Accordingly, we have to be find out the HI value. सांगा काय रिलेटेड लक्षात आलंय का? फक्त एवढं लक्षात ठेवा इथं, HI इंडिकेट दॅट इनपुट इम्पिडन्स ऑफ द कॉमन इमिटर कॉन्फिगरेशन, आणि तो काढण्यासाठी आपण 3 पॉइंट घेतले होते, VC1, VCQ आणि VC2. त्यातल्या VCQ पॉइंट इंडिकेट दॅट क्वेश्चन पॉइंट होता, मिनिमम ऑपरेटिंग पॉइंट असतो, ज्याला मिनिमम व्होल्टेज आणि मिनिमम करंट अप्लाय केलं जातं आणि त्या लाईनला आपण एक टँजंट ड्रॉ करायची. त्या टँजंट ड्रॉ केल्यानंतर त्याचे वाय पॉईंट आणि एक्स पॉईंट घ्यायचे ते विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू व्होल्टेज अँड करंट वर का लक्षात घ्या. विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू व्होल्टेज अँड करंट घ्यायचे. दिस इज नथिंग बट युअर HI. लक्षात आलं का?
Yes, sir.
सर.
Okay. Now we have to be find out the graphical measurement of HRE. Now see, we know that HR indicates that reverse. See, we have seen the four term with respect to HR, HIE, HRE, and HOE, and fourth parameter is HAP, right? HAP, right? What it indicate that first thing of R indicate that reverse, EF indicate that forward, and O indicate that output admittance, right? So in this way, graphical measurement of HRC indicate that graphical measurement of HRE indicate that it is the reverse H parameter, that is reverse of the voltage. We know that HR indicate that phi1 upon phi2, right? That's why it is called as reverse. We know that phi2 upon phi1, that is a forward. So in this case, reverse voltage, that's why HRE indicate that it is the ratio of phi1 upon phi2. So related to it, it indicate that you just use the input voltage and output voltage thing for the purpose of your ratio. That's why measurement of HR indicate that it should be related to the input voltage and output voltage only. See, for the calculation of HRE, what we have to do, we have taken, see, one of the important thing is that HIE and HRE, these things related to the input parameters. So that's why whatever the graph which we have to be plotted, that means already plotted graph also used for the purpose of calculation of HRE. Why it is? Because these two parameters are related to the input. So that's why for that purpose we have required the input voltage as well as input current only. When we have to be calculate the graphical measurement of HRE, in that case we just have to be taken the plot of VB versus IB, right? VB versus IB. VB indicate that it is the base to emitter voltage versus your base current. So to calculate this parameter, we just taking one of the horizontal line through this operating point. This is your operating point, right? So this operating point is nothing but your calculation point of HRE, right? So horizontal line indicate that this is the horizontal line at a question point. Question indicate that minimum operating point. See, when we have to be calculate the different thing of the input side, in that case we have to be required the question point. Question point indicate that minimum operating point. In that case we have applied the minimum voltage and minimum current across your transistor, right? So this horizontal line is used for it. So we know that, see, HRE indicate that first, HR indicate that it is the ratio of the reverse voltage. Reverse voltage indicate that phi1 upon phi2. So in this case, your voltage, see, input voltage indicate that phi, right? Input voltage indicate that phi. So this plot must be contain phi, and output voltage is nothing but a phi. So it is the plot of phi b divided by phi c. So phi b indicate that it is a changing value. Why it is changing? Because it is a slope, right? Slope or horizontal line. So that your plot is content of the delta Vb divided by delta Vc. That's why HR is nothing but a delta Vb divided by delta Vc. See, during this point, we have taken another, see, this is as like a your H parameter, and we have taken the voltage. In that case, another input parameter, that is IB, must be taken as a constant. We have not changing the IB, so that's why it is the ratio of change in delta indicate the change in base to emitter voltage at the ratio of it is the ratio of change in VB versus change in collector to emitter, right? Change in collector to emitter, when that same IB is taking as a constant, so that VB divided by IB and IB taken as a constant, right? So in this case, we have taking the two value, that is upper point value VB2 minus VB1 and another value to VC value, that is VC2 minus VC. We doesn't take out the VCQ value because this is the question point value. If we have to be taken as a VC2 minus VCQ, in that case whatever the answer coming, that is wrong, because we just related to this horizontal line only. That's why your HRE value is nothing but a VB2 minus VB1 divided by VC2 minus VC1. This is the value when this is taken as a pattern. पहा, ज्यावेळेस आपण ग्राफिकल मेजरमेंट ऑफ HRE करत होतो ना, HRE indicate that reverse voltage. So reverse voltage indicate that V1 upon V2. जर V2 upon V1 असतं ना, तर ते फॉरवर्ड व्होल्टेज झालं असतं. लक्षात घ्या, फॉरवर्ड व्होल्टेज जर असतं तर ते कॅल्क्युलेट करणं इझी जातं खरं तर. पण आपल्याला इतर रिव्हर्स व्होल्टेज सांगितले V1 upon V2. तर V1 इंडिकेट दॅट वी नो दॅट बेस टू इमिटर व्होल्टेज हे V1 व्होल्टेज आहे, बरोबर. V1 व्होल्टेज असतं आणि आउटपुट व्होल्टेज आपल्याला माहित आहे कलेक्टर टू इमिटर व्होल्टेज आउटपुट व्होल्टेज, जे आपल्याला ज्यावेळेस याच्यातनं ग्राफिकली व्हॅल्यू काढायची ना, वी नो दॅट HRE इंडिकेट दॅट रिव्हर्स इंडिकेट दॅट VB डिवायडेड बाय VCQ. जे तुमची जी व्हॅल्यू येणार आहे ना, ती इन द फॉर्म ऑफ VB डिवायडेड बाय VC. आयदर इट इज अ डेल्टा तर असणारच आहे, कारण व्हेन वी हॅव टू डिस्कस द सेम थिंग विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू द ग्राफ, त्या केसेसला दोन व्हॅल्यू असणार आहेत, म्हणजे अप्पर व्हॅल्यू मायनस लोअर व्हॅल्यू असणारच आहे, राईट. सो दॅट इट इज अ डेल्टा VB डिवायडेड बाय डेल्टा VC. कधी ज्यावेळेस तुमचा बेस करंटची व्हॅल्यू जी आहे ना, ती कॉन्स्टंट, ती आपण चेंज करत नाही, राईट. यावेळेस प्लॉट करतो. तर लक्षात घ्या, याच्यावरनं म्हणजेच तुमच्या क्वेश्चन पॉईंट पासून एक आपण हॉरिझॉन्टल लाईन काढली होती, त्या लाईनच्या पॉईंटच्या रिस्पेक्टिव्ह, म्हणजे या पॉईंटच्या रिस्पेक्टिव्ह, अप्पर पॉईंटच्या रिस्पेक्टिव्ह आणि लोअर पॉईंटच्या रिस्पेक्टिव्ह ज्या VCची व्हॅल्यू येतात आणि ज्या VBची व्हॅल्यू येतात ना, त्या व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला घ्यायच्यात, राईट. तर लक्षात घ्या, आता इथं समजा आपल्याला VBचं काढायचं असेल, VBचं काढण्यासाठी अप्पर पॉईंट ऑफ VB2, राईट, VB2 मायनस VB1 आणि ऍट द सेम टाइम VCची व्हॅल्यू कोणत्या आहेत, दोन, VC2 आणि VC1. म्हणजेच तुमची व्हॅल्यू ज्यावेळेस येते ना, तर VB2 मायनस VB1 डिवायडेड बाय VC2 मायनस VC1. दिस इज द व्हॅल्यू व्हेन आय बी टेकिंग ॲज अ कॉन्स्टंट. लक्षात घ्या, लक्षात आलंय का? फक्त ग्राफिकल मेथड तुम्हाला याच्या ऍक्च्युली या चॅप्टरवर प्रॉब्लेम एक्झामला विचारले जात नाहीत, हे लक्षात घ्या. याच्यावर ग्राफिकल कॅल्क्युलेशन आणि डेरिव्हेशन जे आता मी सांगितले होते, करंट गेन, व्होल्टेज गेन आणि इनपुट इम्पिडन्स आणि आउटपुट इम्पिडन्स, ते विचारलं जात होतं इन केस ऑफ थिअरी. ज्यावेळेस आता MCQ क्वेश्चन असतील तर त्यावेळेस विचारायची मेथड नॉर्मली याच्यावर क्वेश्चन कसा विचारणार, म्हणजे लक्षात घ्या की डेल्टा VB बाय डेल्टा VC असं जर असेल आणि IB कॉन्स्टंट, याच्यावर क्वेश्चन विचारायचा जर असेल तर कसा विचारतील की when we have to be varying the value of the delta VB, which value should be varied, आणि ऑप्शन देतील. लक्षात घ्या, ऍट द लेवल ऑफ, म्हणजे तुम्हाला VB and VC लक्षात घ्या. याच्यावर क्वेश्चन जर असं असेल की if we have to be for the calculation of the HRE, graphical measurement of HRE, when we have to be vary the value of VB and the same time changing the value of VC, which value we have to be taken as a constant. Option असतील IB value, IC value, then IE value and none of the above. लक्षात घ्या. So in that case you have to be write your answer as a IB value should be taken as a constant. Okay, हे लक्षात आलंय का? किंवा एखादा पॉईंट त्यातला काय लक्षात आला नसेल तर सांगा मला. ऋतुजा सर्वगोड लक्षात आलंय का?
येस सर.
मल्लिकार्जुन जोकरे रिप्लाय द्या. मल्लिकार्जुन जोकरे लक्षात आलंय? प्रज्ञा माने तुमच्या लक्षात आलंय?
Yes, sir.
ओके. Now see, we have to be calculate the HAP. See, when we have to be calculate two things as we have to be calculate HI and HRE, right? These things are related to the input, right? So to the calculation of the same thing, we have to be required the input parameter or graph of the input thing, that is a VB versus IB. But when we have to be calculate the HAP and the HOE, in that case, we doesn't use the input parameter graph as we have seen. See earlier. So when we have to be calculate the HRC and another thing HI, in that case we have to be use the plot of VB versus IB. See VB versus IB, VB versus IB for this calculation. But for the calculation of HIP, we doesn't use the same graph here. Tell me why it is not. आपण ज्यावेळेस टू थिंग काढल्या की कोणत्या HI आणि HRE या दोन्ही थिंग साठी मी इनपुट पॅरामीटरचा जो ग्राफ होता तो काढला. आता मी तो काय यूज करू शकणार नाही. ऍक्च्युली ज्यावेळेस आपण तुम्हाला म्हणजे हे चार थिंग पाहिले होते कोणत्या HI, HRE, HAP आणि HOE त्यावेळेस सांगितलं होतं दिस शुड बी रिलेटेड टू असं एक पॉइंट मध्ये घातला होता. त्याच्यात कशामुळं आधीचा जो ग्राफ आहे तो याला लागला म्हणजे इथं वापरता येणार नाही का सांगा. The reason behind it is एक हिंट देतो. It should be related to the parameter. We have two parameter, input parameter as well as output parameter. आता सांगा. आणखीन एक हिंट देतो. HI आणि HRE या पॅरामीटर कशाच्या रिलेटेड आहेत आणि HAP आणि HOE या कशाच्या रिलेटेड आहेत.
HF related with current.
हा बर. आणि HOE रिलेटेड टू द आउटपुट ऍडमिटन्स. बरोबर आहे पण त्या कशाच्या रिलेटेड आहेत मला म्हणजे रिलेटेड टू द पॅरामीटर म्हणजे परत एकदा सांगतो HI आणि HRE या रिलेटेड कोणत्याच्या रिस्पेक्ट आहेत म्हणजे इट इज ॲज लाईक ॲज कुणीकडल्या साईडचे पॅरामीटर आहेत आणि HAP आणि HOE या कुठल्या साईडचे पॅरामीटर आहेत. ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही हे पाहता टू म्हणजे H पॅरामीटर नेटवर्क एक साईड दोन साईड होते त्याच्यासाठी. आता सांगा V1 आणि अदर साईडला V2 होता. V1 I1 आणि इकडल्या साईडला V2 I2. आता सांगा HAP रिलेटेड टू द V2 I2 अँड द HI रिलेटेड टू द V1 I1. आता V1 I1 कशाच्या रिलेटेड आहे आणि अदर थिंग दॅट इज V2 I2 च्या रिलेटेड कोणता आहे हे सांगा मला. V1 I1 कुठल्या पॅरामीटर आहेत सांगा. H पॅरामीटरच्या कुठल्या पॅरामीटर आहेत कोणत्या साईडला आहेत ते पॅरामीटर. V1 I1 सांगा. V1 I1 कोणत्या साईडला आहेत आणि V2 I2 कोणत्या साईडला आहेत. कुणीतरी रिप्लाय द्या. चुकलं तरी प्रॉब्लेम नाही पण अंकल घे तुम्ही सांगा. मला काय विचारायचं सांगतो परत एकदा. V1 आणि I1 हे कोणत्या साईडला आहे आणि V2 I2 हे कोणत्या साईडला आहे. त्याला काहीतरी म्हटलं जातं. कोणतं पॅरामीटर आहे V1 I1
इनपुट साइड.
राईट. दॅट इज द थिंग. मला तेच सांगायचं. सी as we have to be calculate the HI and HRE, in that case, that parameter should be related to the input. That's why we have to be plot the same thing. See, this plot is related to the input, that is VB versus IB. So this should be related to the input. That's why this is not used for the purpose of calculation of your output thing. See, see, when we have to be calculate the HAP, so HAP indicate that this is the determination of HAP, right? So HAP indicate that this parameter should be related to the output, right? So in case of your output, this is VB versus IB related to the input parameter, right? So we have required the parameter which should be related to the output. That's why we doesn't do the same thing with respect to the input parameter. That's why we have to be determination of HAP with respect to the output thing, that is VC versus IC. लक्षात घ्या, हेच रिझन आहे. म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस आपण HI आणि HI आणि HRE हे ज्यावेळेस कॅल्क्युलेट करत होतो ना, त्या थिंग ह्या इनपुटच्या रिलेटेड होत्या. त्यामुळे इनपुटच्या रिलेटेड असल्यामुळे व्होल्टेज, इनपुट व्होल्टेज वर्सेस इनपुट करंट आपल्याला काढत होतो आपण, आणि त्याच्यावरनं प्लॉट काढत होतो, ज्याच्याद्वारे आपल्याला त्या व्हॅल्यू फाइंड करता येत होत्या. पण लक्षात घ्या, ज्यावेळेस आपण HAP फाइंड करतो, HAP इंडिकेट इट इज द आउटपुट, मीन्स इट इज रिलेटेड टू द आउटपुट पॅरामीटर. सो कॅल्क्युलेशन ऑफ द थिंग रिलेटेड टू द आउटपुट पॅरामीटर, we must have to be required the output voltage versus output current. We know that VC is nothing but a output voltage and IC is nothing but a output current. That is the thing with respect to here, right? So to calculation of HAP, we have to be done the plot of the VC versus IC. This is the plot at the different value of IB, right? IB value. So we have to be taken out the different value. It indicates that IB1, IB2 at minimum current value, minimum base current value, that is IBQ value. So this is the delta IB. So when we have to be calculate the one of the thing, see, when we have to be calculate the HAP, this is the HAP calculation. HAP indicate that it is the output, it is the ratio of output current to the input current, right? So for that purpose, we have required the two current, right? Two current. We know that it is the plot with respect to output, so that your voltage is nothing but output voltage. So output voltage is nothing but a collector to emitter voltage, and output current is nothing but a collector current, right? So for that calculation, we have to be draw the perpendicular line on this axis. See, this is the line, this is the line, right? Perpendicular line on this IC versus VCC, right? To calculate the value of the HAP, we have to be draw the perpendicular line on this IC versus VC at the value of the at this value, right? So for the calculation of this, what we have to do, see, we taking out the plot of VC versus IC at the different value of IB. IB indicate that base current. What it indicate that we just increasing the value of the VC, increasing the value of VC at the time of the different value of IB1. So you consider that we are taking IB1 value as a 10 milliampere, IBQ value as a 15 milliampere, and this value as IB2 as a 20 milliampere, right? This is the value of IB. So we have to be vary the value of the VC. We just vary the value of VC and put out the value. We just varying the value of the VC and put out the value of the IC1 on this graph. Accordingly, we have to be taking the value of the first IB1, IBQ, and IB2. These are the value of the particular IB, right? So when we have to be calculate this value, we just use the 2 point. We know that HAP is nothing but
सर आवाज येत ना तुमचा?
आता येतोय?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. See, when we have to be calculate the value of the HAP, in that case, we know that HAP is the ratio of I2 current divided by I1. So I2 current indicate that it is the output current. So this is nothing but a IC. So whatever the value coming with respect to HAP, that must be delta IC divided by delta IB. Why it is? Because output current is nothing but a IC and input current is nothing but a IB. So your value, so it value is nothing but a delta IC by delta IB. So your HAP value must be delta IC by delta IB. When it should become, so your VC value, particular VC value, that must be constant, right? So delta IC indicate that it is a changing value with respect to this tangent, So this line means this line draw on it on the question point, upper point of IC and lower point of VC at the point of this current indicate that base IBQ, right? This current. So on that point we have to be draw the one of the line, this line point, 2 point. So this point indicate that touching point of this and the touching point of the this line is taken. So this point indicate that your IC2 and IC1 point. At the same time, these two indicate that your current with respect to that line. So it is nothing but this current, upper point IC2, lower point IC1, IC2 minus IC1, and these two current, this is nothing but a input current. We have to use the upper point current. So this current, this is nothing but IB2, and this current is nothing but IB1. So it is nothing but IB2 minus IB1. At the point of VC value must be taken as a constant. तर लक्षात घ्या, हे परत एकदा सांगतो तुम्हाला, ज्यावेळेस आपण HAP व्हॅल्यू फाइंड करत होतो, HAP व्हॅल्यू ज्यावेळेस फाइंड करत असताना तसे HAP व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला माहित आहे. HAP व्हॅल्यू म्हणजे काय? इट इज द रेशिओ ऑफ आउटपुट करंट टू द इनपुट करंट. म्हणजे जो प्लॉट काढलाय आपण, this plot must be with respect to the output voltage and output current. So that's why it is a plot of collector to emitter voltage. It is nothing but a output voltage with respect to the input current, right? We have to be plot the same graph at the same time different value of the base current. Why we require the different value of base current? See, it is the HAP plot is the ratio of the output current to the input current. So in this case, we know that IC is the output current and IB is the input current. So what do we have to do? In this case, we just varying the value of the VC. At the same time, we taking as IB1, IBQ and IB2 and as a constant, and the plot the graph on it for the different value. So plot the graph on different value. This should be plotted. Another should also plotted at Q point. Q point indicate that it is the constant point. It indicate that minimum operating point. So in this case, minimum voltage and the current applied to the device, and the plot should be taken, right? So accordingly, we have taken the IB1 value, IBQ value, and IB2 value. This value are used, and accordingly we have to be use the one of the perpendicular line. This is the line, perpendicular line, which should be in between the IC and this question point and the VC point. So VC point of that is nothing but a consider as a VCC. This is the VCC. This is the Q point, VC Q point. This is nothing but a VCC by RC point. So during this line, this perpendicular line, we just have to be use the point of this, which that point see आपल्याला 2 पॉइंट लागायचे होते कोणते, तर पहिला पॉइंट असेल करंटचा, म्हणजे आउटपुट करंटचा आणि इनपुट करंटचा. तर आउटपुट करंटचे 2 पॉइंट कोणते घेतले, तर अप्पर पॉइंट मायनस लोअर पॉइंट IC2 मायनस IC1 आणि याचे कसे घेतले सांगतो. ज्यावेळेस आपण परपेंडिक्युलर लाईन ड्रॉ केली होती तर याला क्यू पॉइंट पासून एक जो पॉइंट काढलाय ना त्याला टच होणारा पॉइंट IC2 पॉइंट, त्याला टच होणारा पॉइंट म्हणजे IC2 पॉइंट झाला, आणि दुसरा पॉइंट आहे तो क्यू पॉइंटला टच होणारा. लक्षात घ्या, त्या पॉइंटला टच होणारा पॉइंट आणि हे 2 पॉइंट म्हणजेच तुमचे आउटपुटचे पॉइंट आहेत, म्हणजे IC2 मायनस IC1 डिवायडेड बाय IB2 मायनस IB1. हे दोन्ही पॉइंट आहेत ना या IB1च्या पॉइंटला टच होणार, म्हणजे हे IBQ सोडून द्यायचा, पण ही लाईन IB2च्या कुठल्या लाईनला, ह्या लाईनला आणि ह्या IB1च्या ह्या 2 लाईनला टच होते. मग हे 2 पॉइंट आपण घेतले, म्हणजेच युअर व्हॅल्यू ऑफ HAP इज नथिंग बट IC2 मायनस IC1 divided by IB2 minus IB1. Find that should be value when this value VC must be constant. फक्त 5 मिनिटं द्याल का तुम्ही, एक पॉइंट फक्त राहिला होता की हा चॅप्टर संपवतोय, चालेल का? प्लीज रिप्लाय द्या, एकच पॉइंट.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
हा, ओके
Okay, sir. Continue.
okay. Now we have to be find out the HOV. See, HOV ज्यावेळेस आपण फाइंड करतोय ना, तो फाइंड करत असताना आपल्याला रिक्वायर्ड कोणते असेल तर आउटपुट कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक. आउटपुट कॅरेक्टर्स सी, ज्यावेळेस आपण 2 पोर्ट नेटवर्क काढत होतो, 2 पोर्ट नेटवर्क काढत असताना 2 पॅरामीटर होते, एक होती इनपुट आणि दुसरी होती आउटपुट. सो इनपुट पॅरामीटर आज नथिंग बट HRE and output parameter is nothing but HAP and HOE. So this is the HOE. HOE indicate that output impedance of the common emitter configuration. So for that purposes, the graph of the output thing, that is VC versus IC, that should be used, right? 1 minute. This is the plot of HOE. See, for the plot of HOE, what we have to do, we have taking out the plot of IC versus VC, right? IC versus VC. So for the calculation of output parameter, see HAP and HOE, that are the parameter of output, so that whatever the plot which we have done by already, means in for the calculation of HAP, that should be used here. So for that purpose, what we have to do, see, we have draw the one of the tangent line on the output characteristic. See, this is the tangent line on this characteristic as a Q point. We have to be draw the tangent on the Q point parameter, as this is the Q point. We have taken out the tangent. So see, we know that HOE indicate that it is the ratio of the I upon phi. I indicate that current, right? So it is the ratio of the I upon phi, indicate that this thing related to the output. That's why I2, or it should be called as IC. So it is the ratio of IC versus VC. Admittance indicate that I upon V. V upon I indicate that impedance, right? So इथं जे आहे ते त्याच्या उलट आहे. V upon I असेल तर रेजिस्टन्स झाला, पण I upon V असेल तर ऍडमिटन्स. सो इट इज द रेशिओ ऑफ द I2 डिवायडेड बाय phi2, right? So I2 indicate that collector current, right? Output current. V2 indicate that VC. So HOE is the ratio of the IC divided by VC. So all of the parameter coming with respect to this graph, that must be related to the IC versus IC divided by VC. So when we have to be calculate this value, so IC point with respect to this Q point related, see Q point related. So question point is coming across here. So we draw the one of the line on this question point, right? This is the IC2 point, and the other point indicate that this should be related to the VC line, up to the VC line. This point up to the VC line, right? Means we have to be plot the graph of the IC2 with respect to here line towards the IBQ point, towards the IPQ point. At the same time, this is the tangent drawn through the this Q point, right? Tangent drawn on the Q point. We are taking out the point of the this tangent line. So IC2, IC1 point and the IB2, IB1 point that are required for this. So we have taken out the IC2 point as here up to the IBQ and IC1 point as up to the this line, because VC1 is not going ahead. याच्या पुढे गेला तर लाईन येत नाहीये, तो इथपर्यंत आला, राईट. त्यामुळे हा पॉईंट घेतला. When we have to be calculate the thing with respect to the output ordinance, we have required the delta IC divided by delta VC. So delta IC point indicate that IC2 minus IC1, IC2 minus IC1 divided by 2 point of this V. So it is nothing but a VC2 minus VC1. So VC2 minus VC1, we have taken out this IB as a constant. सगळं परत एकदा सांगतो, लक्षात घ्या. आपण काय करतोय सध्याला आउटपुट ऍडमिटन्स पाहतोय, पण आउटपुट ऍडमिटन्स म्हणजेच काय असतं, इट इज द रेशिओ ऑफ द output current to the output voltage. So output current across it is nothing but a IC. IC is nothing but a output current and output voltage is nothing but a VC. So basically it is the plot of output thing. So it is the plot of VC versus IC. We have to be plotting the same thing. In that case, we have to be use the one of the line on this Q point, right? One of the line on this Q point, tangential line, to calculate the value of the HOE. So tangent on this line indicate that the value of the HOE. So in this case, we have to be use the two things. That is we know that HOE is nothing but it is the ratio of the change in output current to the change in output voltage. So it is nothing but a delta IC divided by delta VC. So we know that delta IC value is nothing but this IC2 point connected to the Q point. See, here is the Q point. So this is the value. Now IC1 indicate that here Q point connected point. So this is the point. So it is nothing but a IC2 minus IC1 divided by 2 voltage level point, that is VC2 minus VC1 at the point of this value. This value indicate that base current value should be constant. Okay, लक्षात आलंय का? See, tell me. Reply द्या. आणखीन सांगावं लागेल एकदा. Please reply द्या.
Yes, sir.
सांगू एकदा आणखीन? एकदा सांगू का लक्षात आलंय?
No, sir.
ओके, स्टॉप करूया आपण. हा, सॉरी, अटेंडन्स. रोल नंबर 1, 2.
Present, sir.
एक मिनिट. 2, 3,
Present, sir.
3,
Present, sir.
4,
Present, sir.
5,
Present, sir.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. आवाज येतोय का? 13.
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
12 प्रेझेंट. 13.
Present, sir.
ओके. 14, 15,
Present, sir.
16, 17,
Present, sir.
18,
Yes, sir.
19, 20, 21,
Yes, sir.
22, 23,
Yes, sir.
22 का 23,
23.
24, 25,
Present, sir.
26,
Present.
27,
Yes, sir.
28, 29, 30,
Present, sir.
31,
Yes, sir.
32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37,
Yes, sir.
38, 39, 40, 41,
Yes, sir.
42, 43,
Yes, sir.
44.
Present, sir.
Absent number सांगतो लास्टला सांगा
6
तो.
present, sir.
एक मिनिट.
16 present, sir.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 19, 20, 22, 24, 29, 32, 34, 35, 36, 38, 39, 40. आणखीन सांगा आता.
29.
12
Present.
present, sir.
29 प्रेझेंट. आणखीन
22.
20 प्रेझेंट.
12
12 प्रेझेंट. ओके. अजून
22.
22. ओके.
16.
16. अजून
6.
6 सांगितले.
Yes.
ओके. स्टॉप करूया.